Hello, and welcome back. I'm Jordan,
And I am Matt.
and this is Sonic Colors again.
Yep, back with more.
Back with
Apparently,
more.
we are such big Sonic fans, we have a hard time
Oh,
staying
yeah.
away.
Oh, I am a huge Sonic fan. It was not a boss, by the way. That was the big cliffhanger of the episode. It's just another
Yeah,
stage.
but I get a feeling there's going to be one somewhere within this episode. Looks like we're getting close to the end of the world, which usually means boss time.
All depends on how much Robotnik spent on this entire space station, how big it is. Is it Robotnik or Dr. Eggman? I know there's a difference, but never really
Like,
thought about it.
that's the thing. It's been kind of interchangeable. I think, Robotnik is his more official name, but
Okay.
Sonic likes to call him Eggman in kind of like a joking / snarky kind of tone.
Yeah.
Which
This is weird.
that's something that you don't always think about much with Sonic's personality, is just how he's got that bit of an attitude,
Yeah.
Not nearly enough aliens. Want us to get more?
Ooh, he's collecting
Aliens?
aliens. Oh, it's little color things that Sonic absorbs.
Okay. Tiny aliens probably closer to the Chow from other games.
It's so weird. Like Sonic's running along, suddenly this alien just goes inside his body. Whoa! What's happening?
And then suddenly it bursts out of his stomach. Movie crossover.
I don't think this would be rated E anymore.
Yeah, no.
Sonic?
He means since the boss said nothing will stop me, and Sonic here is going to stop him, it's like the boss was calling Sonic nothing.
So there's some serious wordplay going on with these statements there.
He also
Eggman said nothing's
explained
gonna
it.
stop him. Sonic's like, who you calling nothing? Which means Sonic is implying that he's going to stop Eggman.
Yeah, I don't know. I think like all the
What
other
is
games,
this?
Eggman's gonna get away with it.
This thing looks like a Ferris wheel of doom.
All right, boss. Like we said. I assume I need to get the alien. If I can get up.
I don't know why, but there's a little bit of maybe just the way you have to get up through the platforms and whatnot that kind of almost reminds me of Sonic Spinball.
Yeah, that's true. What the heck? How come I can't use the power? I'm pressing the button. It's not doing anything.
Maybe it,
Oh, there we go.
okay. I was gonna say maybe it doesn't work in this level.
What? That didn't work. I need rings. Oh, what? I defeated him?
Okay.
I don't understand what happened.
I mean, you got all of what, 3 hits in?
I didn't think I hit him with the power thing.
Maybe some ricochet in there might have. I don't know.
Weird. I'll take it. I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just defeated a Ferris wheel. No big deal.
I also find
Oh,
it interesting the
wow.
contrast between Sonic and Tails. Like, Sonic's so super not techie, whereas Tails is like way techie.
Tails just doing a humble brag. Oh yeah, it's written in all binary, so I guess I'm the only one who can understand it. But yeah, there's a huge contrast there. What are you doing dinking around with that thing, Tails? Let's go blow stuff up.
Honestly, we mentioned Kingdom Hearts last time. I'm seeing another comparison there. Sora's not very techie either.
Yeah, I played the first Kingdom Hearts a long time ago, so I don't remember a lot of it.
Oh, if you haven't played the others, then you don't even know what I'm talking about, really.
Yeah.
Not until you get to at least Kingdom Hearts 2 that you start seeing, his lack of technological understanding.
I see.
I've played the main numbered entries in the Kingdom Hearts series, not so much all the in between stuff.
I've heard that storyline gets very complicated.
Yeah, there's all sorts of crazy timey-wimey stuff, especially by the time you get to number 3.
I mean, Eggman pretty much made artificial intelligence. These are totally independent beings. They float around. I don't even know why he cares about Sonic. He can do anything.
Also makes you wonder what time period this is supposed to be.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm pretty sure Sonic's supposed to be on a different planet or totally different solar system than Earth.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have
Of course, if Eggman's there, maybe it's just, access to more advanced alien technology.
Yeah. It looks like I have a couple different options. I guess I'll go with Sweet Mountain. Why not?
Yeah, I think the other world there was the one you were already at.
Oh, okay. That could be.
Didn't it show a little bit of completion percentage on that?
I was not paying attention, probably. See, sometimes I grab these things and then nothing happens. Look at that. Yeah, I don't have a power or anything. I don't know.
Yeah.
Understanding something.
Again, I wonder if they're supposed to be similar to, the Chow or the little animals or whatever from some of the previous Sonic games.
Okay, so you're supposed to collect them all or something, probably.
Yeah, you're rescuing them.
I'm trying to go fast. Oh, you're supposed to drift. Okay. Whoa.
This isn't Tokyo. Why are we drifting?
I don't think that was in other Sonic games that I can remember. Could be wrong. I'm sure it's happened, but
I'm sure in the Sonic racing games and whatnot.
yeah. Oh yeah, wasn't there a Sonic racing game where everyone was just running? Or am I?
I don't know about that. I'm not sure if that one was official.
Oh, okay, yeah, I might be thinking of a fan game.
But I mean, there was Sonic Riders where they had usually more skateboard or probably hoverboard to be more accurate kind of things.
I forgot about that one.
And then there's the ones that are actually, called Sonic Racing and whatever.
That hoverboard one, that was the one with the Kinect controls, right?
I mean, I had it on PS2, so
okay.
There might have been, I think, one of the, not the first game in that series, but one of the games that came out might have used similar kind of stuff, like maybe the Kinect or the whatever the PlayStation equivalent was at the time.
Oh yeah, there was a PlayStation equivalent. I forgot about that. I'm more into the Xbox world, so I just remember those Kinect controls were so horrible.
Yeah, that was back before Xbox had really figured out how to make Connect even all that good, really.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm not trying to get on that thing. There we go. There we go. Not embarrassing myself. Playing it perfectly, don't worry.
Yeah, getting hit was all in the plan.
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. It just went over.
It's a speed run strategy.
Yeah, exactly.
You get hit, so then it gives you like invincibility frames, and
Yeah, exactly. You got it. That was, I'm manipulating the RNG. That's. All right. Let's see what rank I got. B again.
yeah.
Disappointed. All right. Lay it on me. What's the Bible verse?
All right. So the Bible verse we've got for this time is Jeremiah 29:13. It's pretty short. It just says, "You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all your heart."
Ah, good one.
So, yeah, I mean, if we're honest, a lot of times we can sort of like only kind of halfway try and spend time with God and really, seek His will.
Yeah.
And oftentimes that's, when things can kind of go south or, get a little messed up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to consistently and always follow God with your entire heart. Definitely. There's just so many distractions and worldly things going on. Oops.
Yeah. But
yeah. No, go ahead.
I can see this verse also being, a little bit encouraging at times because, those times when we're like, most desperate and, we're really, trying to seek God's will in those moments, we can know that since we're being really earnest about it and seeking Him, with all our hearts, that,
Yeah.
He will hear us.
Yeah.
Like,
You will find
and
him.
yeah, at least in some way we'll, find Him and
Yeah.
get a better sense
Yeah.
of what He wants for us.
That's a good way to put it, yeah. So keep looking for him. That is always important. Don't know what this drill is used for. Sorry, I'm not trying to change the subject.
Yeah, no, I didn't really have any other thoughts to add at that moment anyway.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't know.
okay. Guess it's that.
That's just one of the things I like to try and do whenever I'm thinking about stuff from the Bible is, there might be a certain thing that automatically comes to mind, but, if you ponder it even further, you might get kind of another meaning out of it, or just like another,
Yeah,
you might be able to gain some more insight from it.
for sure. Yeah. Sometimes the shortest ones I can get even more insight from too. It's kind of interesting. I mean, of course, I've read whole chapters at a time, but yeah, sometimes, I don't know, the short and sweet ones I can think about and focus on in a different way. So it's kind of interesting.
Yeah. I mean, in my own time, I'm on my 4th read through of the entire Bible.
Oh, dang. Wow.
And
That's awesome.
but I bring that up just to say that
Humble brag.
I'm finding new things every time.
Yeah, no, I'm kidding. Messing with you. Yeah, I'm on my 4th read through. No big deal. No, I I'm on my first full read through, but that's kind of the cool thing is it doesn't matter where you are in life if you've never read through the Bible. If this is the first you're ever hearing about the Bible, which I highly doubt, but if it is, it doesn't matter because everyone's got to start somewhere, and I think even just looking at individual verses, you can get a lot from the Bible. There's just so much wisdom, and like I think wisdom that I personally couldn't find anywhere else in the world. It just seems like honestly inhuman wisdom, which is just amazing to me.
Which, I mean, it is.
Yeah.
It's God's word,
Yes.
not like human word. So
I guess I just mean like, to me that proves that it's God's word in a way, just because
yeah,
just I've never seen anybody like speak in that way. Even if you look at old writings and stuff, it's not just that it's old, it's like there's truly something more there. There's no question, in my opinion. You sit down and read the Bible, there's more than anything a human could just come up with. And hopefully we can reveal some of that through this show. That's the idea.
yeah.
I do take a more of like a very intellectual standpoint when I'm reading the Bible. I love just like analyzing stuff. And I think we talked about it on a previous episode, just looking at different translations. I love that kind of stuff too. Just like, there was one my wife and I were talking about, this is interesting. It has nothing to do with, like, I'm sorry, it doesn't have to do with the verse we were just talking about, but...
Bonus verse.
Yeah, bonus verse, there you go. And I don't remember don't know if it was Romans or which one, but it talks about eating all of the food that God has provided on this planet. Like, do not abstain from certain foods because everything that God has created is good, and it's all for us, basically. It's all gifts to us.
Yeah,
So,
that.
In the King James version, which is closer to Hebrew, it says meat. It specifically says eat all of the meat that God has provided. In the New Standard, Revised Standard Edition, and like basically any other translation in English that you look up, it says food. It doesn't specify meat. And my wife is Brazilian, so her Bible's in Portuguese, and even in her Portuguese Bible it says meats. So it was, I don't know, it was just kind of an interesting translation. I'm not really sure why they changed that, but that stuff interests me. That's all I was trying to say. I don't have an answer for that one, but that was interesting. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right.
Yeah, I wondered if at that one spot that you were kind of stuck at toward the right-hand side there, if maybe there was supposed to be like a, like, you know how you can kind of do a slam down sort of thing?
This thing?
Yeah, like maybe you were supposed to do that all the way to the right, and that would give you another way to get up onto those other platforms.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Sometimes it is harder to see something when you're in the midst of it.
This is a little bit annoying.
Yeah. But we were talking about translations a bit, and I just realized I have no clue which translation the verse I just pulled is coming from.
Oh my gosh. I just Yeah.
Oh, NIV. Never mind. Just needed to scroll up on the page a little bit.
Yeah, NIV and New Revised Standard NRSE are pretty similar, but sometimes King James, that's where you gotta look, because closer to Hebrew, the more accurate, I guess. Sometimes. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know everything about
There are some things though that like King James maybe isn't quite as good at. Like
Yeah.
there are times when the pronoun that's used is meant to be more like, you know, inclusive or like gender neutral, you might say. Like where it might say mankind in the King James, it might actually originally be meant to be more like humankind.
Yeah.
But just because of the, you know, male-centric nature of, I mean, even the Hebrew culture, as well as, you know, just the general culture of the developed world when the King James Version was released.
Yeah.
Maybe I should say published. Release sounds more like a game term.
But I think back then, mankind was supposed to be all-encompassing. It's kind of a new thing that
Yeah.
it's not
so
inclusive.
maybe it's not necessarily less accurate to use mankind in those senses. It just might be a little more helpful nowadays
Yeah.
to say humankind, so it's less gray,
I see
you
what you're
know,
saying.
in a modern understanding.
Yeah, because in modern language, it does mean, well, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I gotcha. Because I do speak and understand Portuguese, and also in many other languages, it still is, like, for example, they, if you say, we only have gender neutral they in English. In Portuguese,
Yeah.
though, they have male they and female they, and if there's more than one, if there's men and women in the they, you just use the male one, and that's like totally normal for them. English is, I mean, I understand English is different, but I guess I'm still kind of used to that, I guess, just trying to learn other languages. And Chinese, I don't know if you knew this, I don't speak Chinese or anything, but I do know that Chinese doesn't have he or she at all. They just have one he, that's it, or she. Kind of interesting.
Interesting.
Although, I don't know how much that helps them in the sexism aspect, because I think their culture might be very patriarchal, more so than ours anyway. Anyway, this took a totally different turn. I don't know how we got on this subject. But
What
you know
is
what?
up with these, like, swings that look like lollipops in the game?
Whoa! Yeah, and there's like all these crystal ring things. I don't know what's going on. I think there's some of these alien things that I haven't unlocked yet. And so there's all these obstacles that I'm stuck at. Although someone in the comments were like, no, he just doesn't know how to do it. Oh, I love just slowing down and waiting.
Yeah.
This is the best part of the game.
Like, I do find it kind of odd how some people try and be like, oh, classic Sonic wasn't like that. There were definitely some classic Sonic games that had moments, at least, of just kind of waiting for platforms, especially if you didn't take, like, the best, fastest route, you know?
I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure all of them had that. For sure.
And before we possibly wrap this up, I have
Yeah.
one specific example that really sticks out to me when I think about that. Sonic 3. I think the one, like, kind of Carnival Zone or whatever,
Right.
might have been called Carnival Night Zone, but there was a certain spot where there's a rotating platform that like can go up and down as well, but you have to like kind of physics it up and down.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
It took me as a kid the longest time to realize that you had to actually just use the D-pad to get that going up and down.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just a like jump on it kind of thing.
I'm pretty sure that took me a long time too.
I died so many times to that because I just ran out of time trying to figure it out.
Oh yeah, you could run out of time back then. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Anyway,
well, you wanna say let's see what happens next time?
Yeah, it looks like we're kind of getting close to the end of this world, so maybe we'll get another boss in the next episode.
Oh yeah,
Just have to wait and see, I guess.
this is gonna be intense. You don't want to miss it.
Yeah. Tune in next time.
All right. See you later.
All right. Bye.
Oops. Uh-oh. See you next time.